Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. It's Angela, the Traveling Crafter, and I am here with the next haul, which is going to be mostly books with a few other little goodies spattered about. But before we get started, a special thanks to all of you who are returning and who have been around for a while. I appreciate you all very, very, very much. And for those of you who are new or might have just dropped in, thanks for being here. And I invite you, excuse me, to subscribe and to come along for the journey because we have a lot of fun here. So this is a part 2 of, I went to 5 thrift stores and 1 consignment shop. And one of the things that I got was this old memory game. I think it was from the 70s. But the box was pretty trashed, and so I just kept all of the little guys. But it's a matching game. Obviously, memory is a matching game. But it's got the baby and the mama. Or the, yeah. So the baby moose and the mama moose. The little Siamese kitties, the little donkeys, the horses. I love this one. The tadpole and the frog. So there's a lot here. Bison. I had to make sure when I did the bison and the moose, I'm like, okay, let me get the right baby together. It's pretty obvious, but I was taking no chances. So I have all of those, which I thought would be cute in, farm journals. Some of my reader journals, if it was, specific to, like in my South Dakota travel journal, maybe adding the bison would be cute. So, and putting these in some of the bundles too. So those were fun. I also found these old, I didn't know how old they were, but then when I opened the package, inside of the first plastic package was another plastic package, and they were from an old store, and I thought they were less than $1. So they are old, but I like the fact that these are the old placemats that perfectly, they just work well to fold in half. For most of what I do a lot of binder journals, so just cutting that down and using that or gluing it down and putting it into a journal is perfect. And especially, with the bright colors, which between those and pastels, I'm a little... I don't know. My words aren't coming to me today, but I like them. I like those colors. I did pick up a Quiet Thoughts journal. I have, I don't know if I have any more of these left, but I like to convert these into, if I don't keep them, but I like to convert them into little mini journals, which I call naked journals. So I keep all the pages with all the sweet little sentiments. That we travel the world over to find the beautiful, we must carry it with us, or we find it not. Emerson. And then add writing pages and then put it all back together. So I try to kind of keep it without having to make another spine. And I just like these. But there's some of these on the, I think there's some still on the Maker's Market. Maybe one. If that interests you. But they're great for your purse. This I bought a bunch of hymnals. Not a bunch. Like 3. And this one. Maybe 4. And I'm bringing some of those to the Maker's Market. But I thought this one was kind of nice. I'm just going to stick it. These are youth songs. And so a lot of the songs I knew. And I'm just going to put it right next to me and then I can use it. This, I have no idea. I'm sure somehow this will go into my art journal. But this is called So Many Stars by Andy Warhol. If you don't know who Andy Warhol is, he is a famous artist. And the Campbell soup can would have been one of his. Marilyn Monroe, he did. And it's, we actually did some things kind of Andy Warhol inspired on the 100-Day Challenge, ATH. He actually, it says, during those years, Andy Andy Warhol created many drawings with the help of his mother, Julia. One of their most playful projects is a series of illustrations which explore the concept of sew. Filled with sweet phrases and the whimsical handwriting of Andy's mother, So Many Stars is so much fun. So this is her handwriting. And it's just so sweet, so happy, so fishy, so slow. And I just thought that this was adorable. And whether I use it in a kid's book or a, retro kind of book, whether I use it in an art-related book, a cooking book maybe, I don't, yeah. So Nutty in a squirrel journal. Why you just shouldn't pass up at anything with Andy Warhol related to it. He's one of my favorites. So, oh goodness, I love you so. So there you are. Oh, wow, looking good, kid, looking good. Oh, there they are. 1964, Andy Warhol and his mother, Julia. How sweet is that? I don't know how much it was. I think their kids' books were 99 cents. Although the gal that I was not understanding what she was saying, because she was telling me that, I said, well, I should have stacked these by kids' books or otherwise. She's like, oh, that's okay. She goes, well, kids' books aren't really kids' books. Those aren't all 99 cents. They're like $1.49 or $2.29. They're the ones that you have to read to your kids. And I'm thinking, is she making this stuff up? But I was not going to argue with her. But this is from 1889. It is a normal course, music course. It's a first reader. It's got some, it looks like something ate that off. Ew. So it's got some damage, some water damage, but, why wouldn't it? It's that old. 1889. And I just thought it was cool. I have yet to decide if I'm going to keep this or if I'm going to sell it. But, usually I know for sure. But I need to do a little bit of research. I mean, it's not in the most perfect shape, but boy, is it cool. Cool. So that was there. This little guy was in, this was at a Salvation Army. I did stop at one Salvation Army, one Goodwill, against my better judgment. I didn't get much at either place. And I have to say, the Goodwill prices were ridiculous. But this is just so cute. What year was this? 1981. Whether I use the pages or turn them or fussy cut them, there's a little writing on them, but I just thought they were so cute. So I couldn't leave that one behind. Then I got The Messy Rabbit. Now, I've never seen this book before. It was appealing because of the illustration. So it's by Ruth Navola, pictures by Claire Navola. And look, that's my birthday, April 11th. But check this out. Once upon a time, there's the sweetest little rabbit you can ever imagine. I'm not going to read it, but I just want you guys to see these images. Oh my goodness. Claire did an amazing job. And they're just the right size. I mean, this could be a cute journal. It could also be cute journal cards. I've got, like I said, some springy, Eastery kind of journals coming up. So I thought it was perfect. And then the last little book that I got was this Iowa Cooking Volume 2 from West Des Moines. It's really nice and weathered. It's from 1960. It's all things from people in Iowa. And I thought, if I ever did an Iowa journal or, a cookbook journal where I actually use it and put I need to do a cookbook. I need to do a cookbook for myself because my cookbook looks ridiculous. But I just thought that was kind of cool. So that's why I got that. Now, let me show you something a little, I don't know if I made a good choice in buying this or not. It is not, it was in the book section. It is not a book. However, and I'm not so sure. Sarah from New England Junk Journals, if you're watching this, is it Sarah or was it Sierra? Nope, I think it was Meg. Look at me. I think she may have had these because I just watched one of her. I've been trying to catch up as best I can. And I got to watch one of Meg's videos the other day, and I swear she pulled something like this out. And I wrote this down of how big it was. 32 by 44 when you fold this all out, and it's full of them. So I thought, if nothing else, if I didn't ever use them in a, well, there you go. I mean, you can't see all of it at all. Here's how big it is folded in half, and there's 2 pages in here. So it's 17 inches wide. Well, duh. I gave you the dimensions, but I could use this to wrap things, right? I could use it to wrap Happy Meal. I can use it to wrap orders. So it's full. Like, that's, and I thought I could also put them in either you know, in the bundles too, because I'm never going to use all those. So I hope, I paid $5 for it. Here it is, American Needlework. So Meg, if you watch this, you'll have to let me know. Yeah, I got to watch Meg. I got to watch Pam Van E. I haven't been able to catch any of her videos. I got to watch Dale at Not Too Shabby Chic, which, by the way, did I mention that this is Thrifted Treasures and hosted by Dale? I don't think I did. So, sorry. Today's video is sponsored by Dale at Not Too Shabby Chic. Not sponsored by, but you know what I mean. Who else did I get to watch? Carla Frizzell. Yeah. However, when you don't sleep, you know, you don't get a good night's sleep, it's easy to, you know, have time early or in the wee hours of the morning. Okay, so this, again, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to stay in my home. So if somebody really, really wants this, let me know in the comments and I'll shoot you a price. But I can't pass up a crafting book because, and maybe I will after I've done some of those journals, those arts and crafts journals. But right now, I just keep buying them. And this is from 1975, and I think it's mostly all black and white. But there's all kinds of cool things. I mean, there are things that we could be doing. And in fact, before I pass it on, I should probably, if I do decide to sell it, I should probably see if there's some things for kindergarten crafts, because that would be fun. I'm really liking that kindergarten crafts thing. I don't know. You'll have to tell me if you like it, if you think it's dumb. The next one well, I don't know when this comes out. We're doing is another dyeing project. This I bought for myself because I don't make a lot of, I mean, I have before, but I don't know. I just never think about it. And you know, I like to use these for journal cards and for tags, but not this big one. But this one I thought was the perfect size. It is 7 1/4 by 9. And I thought that these would be easy. This would be easy to convert to a writing board. I did only buy one. They had like a whole stack of different ones. And I thought, if I need more and I do make writing boards, I can run back and get another one. But they are really the perfect size and they're nice, thick board books. So that is why I bought that one. I bought, oh yeah, here, let's just go down the rabbit hole. Creative activities and making. I loved this one. So this one I will use in my art. But I found this one, and then I found the other one. I was like, do I need them both? Probably not. And this book is from, so after this, I'm going to be tearing some books apart. 1974. Now, I may not keep all of the covers, so what I might do is when I make those more artist bundles, I'll put some covers in there so everyone has one. This is cool. One of these is coming to the maker's market or a live sale. It is called In Other Words, and it's like, it's a thesaurus. And it smells very vintage. They both did. But I liked the colors. I do like the smell. And it's cool. So yeah, I got both of them. They were from the Altoona School District, which is a town in the metro, 1968. And I just thought it was cool. And I think this would make a cool cover. Both of these actually had the similar marks like that on them. I don't know what happened to them. I'm going quickly through these, so if there's anything that you see that you want me to do an entire flip through, then let me know, and I can share it on one of the bolos, the Be on the Lookout for Books videos. But this one is called The Gentle Art of Domesticity. Stitching, baking, nature, art, and the comforts of home. Like, these little pictures, they had me at that point. Now, this does not look like it's that old, so I'm sure you can probably still find it. Oh, my goodness. I should have looked to see when this will actually air, so I could tell you, but I have a cool bolo video coming out soon, if it hasn't already. 2008. Original 2007. It's by Jane Brockett. And look at that font. It's like they used the same font and then got a different font. That's different. Oh, and they used, I guess, it up here too. But let's just take a look. Oh, Zenny. Look at this. Yeah, I thought it's nice, and it's not glossy. I mean, I guess it's pretty much matte. Maybe a little bit of gleam to it. But it has all of the ingredients for domestic arts journals, for arts and crafts journals, for cooking and baking journals, for cookbooks. So I couldn't, for however much they charged me. I don't know, after I talked to that lady, I was confused. And I caved and I bought not one, but two Fancy Nancy books. Now, I was watching Sandy at Wilhelmina, and she did a flip through, and she had used Fancy Nancy, and Demi used to love Fancy Nancy. I think we had a Fancy Nancy birthday party once. Well, no, I don't think we did. And so I thought, you know, these are so cute to fussy cut. I know, right? Me, fussy cut. But when I opened this one and I saw that, I was like, oh, it's got her glue and everything. This is from 2008. Bonjour. I think fancy words are like magic. I think Demi had this book. I'm pretty sure, yes, she did. So I thought I need to start using these because she's one of my favorites. I love her. And I don't have any. I mean, I think I have some of Demi's original ones. And then this one with her tea parties, because you know, like you know how much I love to do the tea journals. So I thought, well, we'll get this one. So those two, just fun. Did I need them? No. But all right, now I bought this because I love Candace Olsen. Love, love, love her. And I was blessed with a couple of Candace Olsen books from Carrie, which I absolutely adore. But I don't know if I can cut those up. So I thought, well, this one I can do kind of the, and maybe we'll do this together. You'll have to let me know. Like we did with the red French book, where we took it all apart and then we made all the ephemera with it. So perhaps we could do that with this. I don't know. You'll have to let me know. And then, I don't know what's going on up there, but I should know not to do videos at this time of day. This, again, another craft book. This is the Big Book of Crafts, and it's Sesame Street. So how can you not, I mean, you can't go wrong. And look, you got food, you got designer shoes, you got fashion. I just loved it. So I couldn't resist. This is from 2009. Look at all of the things that we can do. So those will go in a variety. I'll probably take it apart I think I'll save this. I don't know what that means. 8-8. I don't know what that's from. And I'll probably keep the cover because I think that would be cute. Another one I couldn't decide and I ended up buying anyway is this one. It's called the America's Parade. There was something just so endearing about this book. I didn't see, what, no, it's just blue on the front, but it's all about the history of parades. You know who that guy is. I can't remember. Oh, Willard Scott. The Macy's Miracle on 34th Street. I don't know. I might have to read this first, but I thought this would be cute for like my patriotic 4th of July journals and, you know, celebrations. When I think of parades, I think of 4th of July because in Clear Lake, Iowa, where I lived for a long time and my grandma has lived since I was fairly young, they have a huge celebration at the 4th of July. And so we would go to the lake and we would go, you know, boating and hang out with my grandma, my step-grandpa, and my uncle. And it was just a lot of fun. So it's one of my biggest, most fun, memorable times. And I got my first big bike that I learned to ride on the first day without training wheels. And it was like a patriotic one. It was white and it had red and blue stripes. It was actually in I think it was during the bicentennial, 1976. All of the memories come crashing back. So I thought that was pretty cool. Did I tell you what year this was from? Just in case you guys are interested in seeing if you can find that. There's, hey, Betty Boop. I do not see it on here. Well, darn it. It was $29.95 in the U.S. and $42.95 in Canada. Holy cannoli. Okay. I'll pick it up again. This one has, again, you know, I like to do the binder journals or the larger journals, and so I thought this one was cute. It's called The Easter Egg by Jan Brett. The images, my goodness, this was $18, $22 in Canada. It doesn't even look like it was ever really read. 2010. But look at, I mean, all of these images that, and the birds, you know, and there's so many things there's a lot of ways that you can get the images. Look at that bunny. I used to show bunnies in 4-H, and we raised bunnies. And if you've been here for a long time, you know I had a bunny named Rox, and that's one of the kinds of bunnies, French Laps, that we had. And Netherland Dwarfs, those are the two that I showed. But Rox was also a French Lap bunny, and he was a rule breaker too. Maybe that's why we got along. And was he a French Lap? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But he determined to his own accord that he should reside among the cats, so the barn cats. So he and the cats all lived together, and they had, you know, they all cuddled up and snuggled and slept together and ate together, and he was a pretty cool bunny. So look at that. Yeah, I'm excited about this one. Really excited. Oh, seeing like each one of these, I know some, you might not be able to see every single thing. To cut out, oh, yeah. And actually, I mean, let's see what's on the front of this. Oh, you guys. Let's look at this for a second. I wonder if I took, there's just too many pretty pictures that I was thinking, could I leave it intact? Which I totally could, but I also want to be able to use some of these in other journals. Oh, that cover is tremendous. Look at that. It's the very same as dust cover, dust jacket. All right. This is cool. I'd say this would be one of my bolos. It's is it red? Is it yellow? Is it blue? By Ttana Hobin. And it is, well, 83 that was being checked out. 1978. But look at these images. Oh my gosh. I opened it up. I looked at this page popped up and I was like, okay, taking it home. I just love it. I love the colors. Very 70s, isn't it? I did buy a couple of soft cover. I bought one of these. I don't think I have a time telling, I don't think, in my bundles. So I thought those would be great for the school days one. So, and it's orange, my fave. So I got that to put in bundles. I got this to put in my cookbook journals. It isn't ideals, and usually I sell most of those. But this is in not so great a shape, and I really like the photos. And when I was I have a lemon journal, I have a strawberry journal planned for this year. Well, we'll see which ones I pull out next. So I wanted to use those photos, so I picked that one up. And this one, of course, you know, I say it all the time. Do I need any more cowboy stuff? No. Can I help myself to keep on getting it? No. So I don't know when this said. These are Colorado camps. And so I think this was like an advertisement for people to consider. But these were all camps that were bordering the Rocky Mountains. And I just love the images. And I'm going to show you, I'm saving the best for last because you'll learn about me that there's just something special to me about photography, candid photography of people. And I don't know, I've always been drawn to it. I like to take photos like that where they're not really staged. And this was one of those books, so I couldn't pass it up. All right, just a couple more of these, and then I'll show you what I'll be doing after this. So another craft book. Imagine that. Again, all black and white. But I love the cover. I love the little guy on there with his clown puppet. And the giraffe. This is from 1960. So these will go in those journals. This family housing book will go in some of the home journals or the domestic art journals, or, you know, it's on the list. But I'm going to read this one too. You know I will. And then I'll just look at it and go, I don't know if I can pull it out. All right, you guys, I think you're going to love this. And I'm going to try to see if this is in frame. But I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to get it all in there. No, I can't. But you'll get the gist. This is a huge book. It is 13.5 by 10. Look at this. It's called Everything and Everywhere, A Fact-Filled Adventure for Curious Globetrotters by Mark Martin. Okay, if that tells you anything, this is how it's going to go. 2016 and 2018 it was published. A note from the author. Here we go. I mean, I can get at least 4 journal pages, or at least 2 journal pages, and some card or tags or whatever out of every single one of these pages. It's phenomenal. I'll put the front of it because I don't know. I was just blown away. And again, it's one of those books that does not look like it's the Galapagos Islands, the rainforest, Rio de Janeiro, Cape Town. Oh, I'd love to go to South Africa. It's just one of those that kind of takes your breath away. And then when you see it, and if you find this, it's a definite bolo. Again, it's Everything and Everywhere, a fact-filled adventure for curious globetrotters by Mark Martin. And again, if you guys see anything that you want me to flip through more in detail, I'm happy to do that. Okay, last It's actually one set of books, but I'm going to tell you, I've had these before. I have brought these to the live sales before, and I don't know that they actually sold. I think I ended up using them myself, but these are Childcraft. They all have this cover on them, and I particularly am fond of 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now, there's a whole set. I think there's a couple after this, maybe. And they had the whole set. I was not bringing the whole set home. Because, like I said, apparently I like them more than most people. But the reason I like these is because if you've never seen, this is what I named it just because I felt like it needed a name. But I started doing something I call chroma collage. And I use a lot of black and white images with the contrasting color photos or color illustrations from books. And these are perfect for that. If you've seen me do that process, I've done it with cabinet cards and old books and that book from Rome that I got. So these pictures are perfect for it. So this one is called You and Your Family. That's number 12. Number 13 is called Your Young Child. And I know it probably takes a special person to like these kind of books, but oh, see, come on now. She's on the potty chair. That is adorbs. But I love the illustrations. Now, the thing about this is there's not a lot of illustrations in here. You can kind of see. There's a lot of writing, and it is a little slick. But I've taken many of these apart, and I have used a lot of them. Now, one thing I don't use a lot of, in some of them, there are more pages like this than... Oh, this one doesn't have any. Some of them have a huge index, and so I end up not using that. Oh, we got some extra book pages. That looks like a little Eloise Wilkin image, doesn't it? Well, bonus. We'll use that for something. All right, so that's... And these also have a vintage scent to them. So these I will take all apart because I don't have the real estate to keep all of these. So if anybody wants a cover, you are welcome to them. Or if you think you would want the leftover pages, I'm happy to do that. But I don't know how many there will be left. But okay, well maybe these. I swore the ones that I had before have big. And this one doesn't have quite as many pages. Children need to create. Yes, they do. How we live together. There was a picture in one of these. I just was flipping through it really quick. And I was like, what? I'll have to show you if I can find it. I'm just going kind of quick, but I feel like it was this book. It was up here on the right. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I won't find it now that I want to. No. Oh, look at his muscles. Oh, that's sweet. Oh. We're having a tantrum. Resentment. Oh, children in trouble. Maybe this was the section. Oh, no. Anyway, it had these kids at school. Maybe it's in the last one before I tell you. And I'm like, really? Like, that doesn't seem like that's something that... I guess this is more geared towards the parents, not the kiddos. At least this 12, 13, 14, and 15 are, but... So maybe it wasn't... Look at that. Maybe it wasn't intended for them to see, but... Look at that little baby. Yeah, so I have a meeting in a little bit, and so I'm going to sit here and... There it is! Look! Like, he looks like he's... I mean, he's like he's getting ready to take him down. And I'm like, really? Understanding and encouragement when injustices occur will help your child face his problems not only now, but also later in life. Well, I think you need to go in timeout, young man. He looks like he's winding up to just bop him, that sweet little baby, right in the nose. So there you have it, friends. That is my haul, and I went a little bit far longer than I was intending, but I will certainly go over any of these in detail if you wish me to do so in the future. And until next time, friends, as always, remember to take time to just be. We'll see you soon. Cheers.